the motion sensor. Also, if I tell them to dock, I can send them to another thing. And what I'm thinking right now is a good idea is, for one of those missions, I have to actually get a ship onto my docking bay. So, get an enemy over there. I'm figuring there's a fair chance of an enemy in our tree. So, 4, open it. One issue: I've actually no way of detecting whether or not there's an enemy now in R1. The only way I can actually figure out where the feck enemies are is by use of this vehicle, Vinny. And I'm not a fan of this method because it's the more terrifying of the methods. If you have motion controls, you can stay back on this screen and analyze from a distance. But if you have to do it this way, you have to actually get in here and play. Okay, firstly, Vinny has a stealth module. So if I type in stealth, then D11, go in and check if there's a fuck in here. The technical terms, nothing but the technical. No, there isn't. There's also one thing you need to check for. There's a variety of different types of enemies. Some that I haven't encountered yet. I've only encountered a few. There's like swarming locusts. They can presumably go through the vents. There's like these rock golems. There's also some slimy bastard. I've heard of it, and I may have encountered it. Basically, I nuked some unseen enemy that was trying to break through that door. Remember I was saying, I just docked, got out, and immediately got attacked. Well, they tried to break in a nearby door. When I put down a mine to kill them, and it worked, and I was moving on, and suddenly one of the doors nearby was getting attacked. So I just got the fuck out of Dodge, which led to two of my guys running right into a ton of slime or fungal growth that is spread right in front of my ship. One ended up dying, then another followed. I tried to tow one out with a third one, and they died. And that's the file I reset when I started this. So, D12. You can see the stuff on the screen there. I'm going to switch to 3. You can see a bit of salvage there, and over there is fuel. So if I tell navigate 1 or 3, this is the screen I prefer to play it from, because I know I just can see bird eye view, that kind of thing. Gather all. I'll just close D11 while I'm here. There has... Shit, there's a vent. 3. I do not like vents. I've gotten stabbed in the back by them. Okay. 1, 3. Stealths recharge, but all your modules can break. The more you use them, the more they've been used, the higher percentage chance of them breaking. You can remake the basic modules, but that's it. I think you can also repair modules to reduce their chances of breaking, but that takes scrap, and you're quite restricted on scrap. I'm not sure how far in this game I'll actually play, but we'll get a bit. I'm going to be doing this while I'm waiting for the other thing to start working. Dishonored 2 to download, because nothing in there for me. I'm moving over here. D11. Okay, my cloaking field is, my stealth thing is down. Okay, I swore I heard buzzing. I think there is a enemy in R7. Okay, if I open D9, D7, I can navigate to R5. Excuse me. Generator. A5. I could just if I've power to the airlock, I can just open it, but I don't want to. If there's an enemy in there, I want to talk, not talk to them, capture them. As a side point, if you leave your things open, generators will be broken. If you leave the I think this is what I have to do anyway. But if you leave these airlock doors open without your ship there, things will get vented. Generators will be broken, stuff will be lost, your bots, whatever. You can get a few upgrades for your mines and whatnot, so they won't be blown into space. You can get stuff like that. There has to be an enemy on each level. So I'm getting a little annoyed here, the fact that none's happening. But also radiation will start seeping in and will start spreading throughout the entire ship. That's not something you'll ever want to happen, because your bots are really damn vulnerable to radiation. There has to be an enemy in here somewhere. The only alternative is that it's after moving into R3. Dock A4. Okay. What I'm going to do is move this guy away. Generator. Okay, yeah, there's a swarm up here, I think. Nope, not a swarm, some rocky. Oh, that was strange, annoying. It's not a swarm, it's a rocky bastard. Okay, let me just deactivate stealth for a moment. Let's move, dock A1. We'll move it back here, but we won't open it. Just think the enemy's still up here, but I want to make damn sure. Just need to let it auto-complete more. Okay, yeah, the enemy's still up there. So I could... Oh, actually... Yeah. Just vented the bastard. Well, I'm not sure if it was actually open long enough for it to be vented. I'm not sure if there's a bit of a delay, or is it just woof. I think it's a woof. But, you know. Not sure how technical this game is. Regardless, this ship should be clean now. Early ships, I think, only have a few enemies. Then again, I shouldn't be speaking as any degree of an authority. I've only recently started playing this game again, and I never really got that far. All you've seen, it isn't really a sign of that much progress. I wouldn't think. Okay, A1, EXIT. Oh, no. Then what was the alias? End. Alright, end. End exit. Close enough. Its exit ends the mission. Maybe I have to have the enemy dead in the ship. Because it's clear that the enemy was on my ship. There's no vent in the R7, so the enemy took a ride on the ship. Maybe I need to have killed it? Not sure. These things are trading posts. These should I can buy from them. This is a different level. So yeah, let's swing by the black arches. All right, Arch's African cousin. Okay, this is a new one. I don't care. General Nomak's gonna meet this thing head on and crush it. Ha! Won't even have time to blink, man. Rumors have it that rumors have it that we're gonna start drafting something, promotion or something if that happens. Seriously, guys, the Orkney was classified as a Mark 6 dreadnought. Well, if it's gotta be super advanced in weaponry or something, make a ship just like that just disappear. Linking with theory Super Predator. References to super advanced weaponry suggest presence of advanced alien intelligent life. Man, I don't care what it is. I want to be out there fighting it. The boss is out there. The confidence of subjects may have been short-sighted. Recommend action. Sorry, the boss is out here. Confidence of subjects may have been short-sighted. Search military vessels for additional communications. And sometimes you do get to see tunnels in here, and there is a drone in there for me. So, begin. Being, of course. Status. You can also see hull integrity, medium. Not sure what that's in reference to. Nor do I remember what volatile means. Scrap capacity 71. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Is there a cap on the amount of scrap our ship can have? And does that mean we can take these other ships? Probably not. Let's close D5. Just don't like to have open doors. You see a different node there in the room I'm in? This thing? No idea what it is. Okay, I think if there's an adjoining room that's open to the first room you go into, it's also safe. But yeah, I think you always get these two first safe rooms. I don't have an interface thing. Maybe the drone down there will, but it's currently busted, so it doesn't really matter. And annoyingly, if we want to check to see if here is dangerous, I'll have to do the same thing with the stealth. And this is a much bigger ship, so it's more of a nuisance. Also, don't see any of the other things. And actually, I just thought of a good way of, you know, getting an enemy onto the ship and then just pissing off, dealing with it. You can get mines. Mines can deal with enemies quite well. Single mine per enemy, which is nice considering you can only have 4 per module. I guess if you have 2 mine modules, you can have 8, but ultimately you can only have 4 per module. And they don't replenish between levels, so you have to pay scrap to get them back. And I think it's like 3 scrap for 2 mines or something. It could work out differently, but still. And you can't just get 1 mine instead. You have to pay for the 2. Okay, I need to use Vinny. So D22. Actually, that's a quick thing first with Vinny. Okay, nearly missed that bit of fuel. You need to gather fuel so you can do jumps. Okay, so there's a thing down there I can't interact with. Down here I can't interact with that thing. And I can't interact with that over there either. What I can interact with is this. So D22, Stealth, D9. D9. Okay, there's a turret. don't think it's hostile. Okay, D9. No, it's not. Okay. If I had the interface ability, I could interact with people. Sorry, I could find either the turret or its command thing and interact with it. And basically the turret would then start firing at enemies and dealing with them for me. But since it can't, it's just going to stay there and be useless. Who knows, maybe it will automatically fire on enemies. But, anyway, but I have no idea. Stealth, D7. D7. Okay, so I heard an enemy just over there. It's like a button sound of insects. It's a locust sound. I hate this. Stealth. Even though it's a very disconnected kind of stealth game, it's not like I'm playing Outlast here and I'm running from that big bastard. It's still just the stealth, the horror, you know, the horror aspect still kind of gets to me. I feel silly saying it, but it's just probably like, you know, sometimes when you don't see a thing in a game or don't see a thing in fiction and your mind makes it worse. Yeah, it's basically that. Like, you know, this is, you know, it's not some, you know, like Crisis 3 tier graphics and seeing the horror in detail. Like, in these rooms there's absolutely nothing. But it's the idea of some horrible beastie being in there and attacking me is what's scaring me, rather than anything actually in the game. It's the potential, the possibility that's doing me in. And is it still downloading? Thank you. Beautiful. I just want, if I'm trying to get the game downloading, I want the downloading. I accidentally botched like the last episode, so I'm just doing it again. So, let's continue. Stealth D16. D16. Another turret. Yes, that's unsurprising given military vessel. Okay, close it. Turrets seem pretty non-operational right now. Okay, so these rooms are clear. Yes. Ah, fuck! I had to turn itself off. You can get an upgrade for it where it'll last longer, but it'll last shorter, but recharge quicker. Also, it says installed chip upgrades. Maybe I couldn't scan the enemy because I didn't have the installed upgrade. Possibility. Okay, I'm going to use R5 as a springboard to go into R2. I presume the turrets won't help me in the slightest. And I feel pretty safe in that assumption. Also, as a side point, gather all. Just getting them to work while I'm doing this. At each turret, D20. Okay, there's clear. Can't see past there. Okay. I heard yet more distortion. Let me pull back a bit. I just feel safer pulling back to an area no secure to R6 here. I think R8 has an enemy in it. I think.